Hello friends, welcome to C# programming video tutorials series. In the previous video tutorial, we understood how to create a new C# console application project inside Microsoft Visual Studio. In this video tutorial, I would like to discuss Hello World program in C#. We understand the essential code required to display Hello World in the console window. If I say start debugging, it displays Hello World in the console window. If I hit enter, console window gets closed. In this video tutorial, we understand the essential code required to display Hello World in the console window, guys. I am going to delete these 3 lines of codes which are not necessary. I delete from here system dot, I delete from here system dot. This is the essential code required to display Hello World in the console window, guys. If I say start debugging, now also our program runs successfully. We got the Hello World displayed in the console window. I hit enter, console window gets closed. Let's understand each part of the program, guys. First line of the code we have using system semicolon. We must write using system semicolon in the beginning of the source code because most of the C# fundamental constructs like structures, classes, interfaces, enumerators, etc. are wrapped within the system namespace, guys. If we write using system semicolon, then we can use any of the construct that is defined within the system namespace inside our C# program, guys. Here we have console class. This console class is defined within the system namespace. It is wrapped within the system namespace, guys. To use this console class, I must write here using system semicolon. If I remove this line, if I delete this line, say start debugging, we get the error, guys. It is telling there were build errors. Would you like to continue and run the last successful build? I say no, I don't want to run the last successful build. You can see that it is telling there are 2 errors. The name console does not exist in the current context. It is telling that there is no console class defined in the program.cs file. Where this console class is? It is in the system namespace, right? So we have to write here using system. Once we write using system, the error is removed. If I say start debugging, you can see that the program got executed successfully. We got the Hello World displayed in the console window. I hit enter, the console window gets closed. If you want, you can skip this line, guys. If you want, you can remove. I delete it. If you remove, as I told, we get the errors here, right? To remove these errors, we can write like this. We can write system.console. We can write here system.console. Console class is available in the system namespace, so we can write system.console. Console class is available in the system namespace, so we can write system.console, guys. Dot is a member access operator, guys. It is used to access a member available inside a class or a structure or a namespace, guys. If I say start debugging, our program runs successfully. We got the Hello World displayed. I hit enter to close the console window. If you do not want to write system dot again and again, you can simply write at the top using system to tell to the system that I am using the system namespace, guys. And you can remove system dot. You can remove system dot. If I say start debugging, our program runs successfully. I hit enter to close the console window. I hope you guys have clearly understood why do we write using system semicolon. Let's proceed further. We have namespace Hello World opening flower bracket, closing flower bracket. It tells to the compiler that the underlying class program belongs to namespace Hello World. Namespace Hello World opening flower bracket, closing flower bracket. It tells to the compiler that the underlying class program belongs to the namespace Hello World. Note, namespace is meant to wrap one or more structures, classes, interfaces, enumerators, etc. In our example program, this namespace Hello World is wrapping a single class, that is program, guys. Namespace is meant to wrap one or more structure, class, enumerators, interfaces, etc., guys. Here namespace is a keyword, hello world is the namespace name guys. Using is a keyword, system is the namespace name guys. Understanding? Next we have pair of flower brackets. Pair of flower brackets indicate block of code. Opening flower bracket indicates beginning of the specific construct. Closing flower bracket indicates end of the specific construct. Here this opening flower bracket indicates beginning of the namespace hello world. This closing flower bracket indicates end of the namespace hello world. This opening flower bracket indicates beginning of the class program. This closing flower bracket indicates end of the class program. This opening flower bracket indicates beginning of the main method. This closing flower bracket indicates end of the main method. From here to here we have main method. From here to here we have class program. From here to here we have namespace hello world guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood what is the meaning of pair of flower brackets. Next we have class program opening flower bracket closing flower bracket. Class is a keyword, program is the class name guys. C# is an object oriented programming language. Hence to execute C# code at least one class must be defined. C# is an object oriented programming language. Hence to execute C# code at least one class must be defined. The syntax, the basic syntax for defining a class is we write the class keyword space we write the class name guys. Here class is a keyword, program is the class name. Of course opening flower bracket closing flower bracket indicate the beginning and end of the class program. Note a class containing main method is called main class. A class containing main method is called main class. Program class is the main class for our console application project guys. Understanding? Let's proceed further, get more information. Next we have static, void, main, string, args, opening flower bracket, closing flower bracket. Here main is a method. In C#, a name followed by pair of parentheses indicates a method. Main is a method guys. It is entry point where the execution begins. When we say start debugging, where the program execution begins guys? The program execution begins at main method guys. Main method is the entry point for the execution of our program or the application guys. Next we have void. Void is a keyword. It indicates main method does not return anything back. Whenever a method does not return anything back, we use this keyword guys. It is actually a return type guys. Void is a return type of the main method. It indicates main method does not return anything back. Next we have static keyword. Static is a keyword. There are two reasons for main method to be static. There are two reasons for main method to be static guys. First reason is static members are executed before non-static members. Members which are defined using the static keyword are called static members, and members which are defined without the static keyword are called non-static members guys. Main method must be static because static members are executed first before the non-static members guys. While executing the program, static members are given first preference guys. The second reason is CLR does not need to create an instance for executing the main method. For executing static members, we need not to create instances guys. For executing non-static members, we must and should create instance of a class guys. Here main method should be static because CLR need not to create an instance for executing the main method. It can directly execute the main method guys. So these are the two reasons. Remember that CLR is responsible for loading and executing our programs guys. Next we have in pair of parentheses, string, pair of square brackets, then we have args. Pair of square brackets indicate an array in C# guys. String, pair of square brackets, args is an argument to main method guys, which indicates args is an array of type string. Args is an array of type string guys. It is used to receive values of type string from the command prompt. If we are executing our C# program within the command prompt, we can pass set of values to the main method, guys. We can pass set of values to the main method in the form of string, guys. We are going to discuss how do we pass arguments to main method in the upcoming video tutorials. At present, you need not to worry. At present, you should understand that args is an array of type string. It is used to receive values of type string from the command prompt, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood static void main string args. Next we have console.writeLine. In between pair of parentheses we have written hello world in between pair of double quotations, then we have semicolon. Let's understand this statement clearly. WriteLine is a method present inside console class. WriteLine is a method because, as I told, a name followed by pair of parentheses indicates a method in C#, guys. WriteLine is a method, guys. It is present inside the console class. So we write console.writeLine. WriteLine method displays the given value to the console window and implicitly moves the cursor to the next line so that any subsequent output gets displayed on the new fresh line, guys. Note, sequence of characters enclosed in between pair of double quotations is called string in C#. Sequence of characters enclosed in between pair of double quotations is called string in C#. We are passing a hello world string to the WriteLine method. What WriteLine method does? It displays the hello world in the console window and moves the cursor to the next line so that any subsequent output gets displayed on the new fresh line. I go to Visual Studio. I am going to copy this line of code and paste down. If I say start debugging, the second hello world gets displayed below the previous hello world. Automatically this hello world is displayed in the next line, right? Because WriteLine is automatically moving the cursor to the next line so that the next output is displayed on the next new fresh line, guys. I am going to delete this line of code. I hope you guys have clearly understood console.writeLine. Next we have console.readKey. ReadKey is a method present inside console class. So we write console.readKey, guys. A name followed by pair of parentheses indicates a method in C#. It makes the console to wait for the keyboard input. It makes the console to wait for the keyboard input, guys. I go to Visual Studio. If I say start debugging, you can see that hello world is displayed. Who is displaying this hello world? This statement console.writeLine hello world is displaying the hello world in the console window. Next, the console window is waiting for the keyboard input because of this statement, guys, console.readKey. If I remove this console.readKey, automatically the console window gets closed, guys. If I hit enter, now the console window is getting closed, right? If I remove this statement, if I delete this and say start debugging, you can see that the console window got displayed and automatically got closed. I say start debugging, console window got displayed and automatically got closed. To make the console window wait for the keyboard input, we have to write this code console.readKey, guys. If I say start debugging, now the console wait for the keyboard input. I hit enter, then the console window gets closed, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood what is console.readKey. At last, remember that C# statements must be terminated by semicolon symbol, guys. Semicolon symbol is equivalent to full stop in English language, guys. We use full stop to indicate the end of the statement, right? In C# programming language, to indicate the end of the statement, we take help of the semicolon symbol, guys. C# statements must be terminated by semicolon symbol. That's it, guys, for this video tutorial. I hope you guys have clearly understood the essential code required to display hello world in the console window. In the upcoming video tutorials, we are going to understand what is a namespace, what is a class, what is a method, how do we create our own namespaces, how do we create our own classes, how do we create our own methods, what are arrays, how do we create arrays, etc, etc, etc. in detail, in depth, step by step, guys. We understand everything about C Sharp from A to Z in detail, in depth, step by step, guys. I think for this video tutorial, this much is enough, friends. I suggest you people to watch this video again and again. Try to understand everything clearly. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next video tutorial.